Hello there, long time no see. Today's video is gonna be something completely different than my usual one. Normally on my channel I only post gaming videos from Nintendo games. Yeah, those ones. But in this video I'm gonna do something completely different, and it's for a game that I'm also currently playing called Apex Legends. And most of you might or might not know what Apex Legends is. Basically a battle royale game that was released last year around February. So this video is not really meant to be like for my general audience, so if you don't know what Apex Legends is, this video is not for you. So I'm just gonna directly jump onto the main topic. So in this video I'm trying to redesign some of the badges in the game. Respawn devs, they don't usually put out new badges, only for specific events, but they don't ever add new badges into the badge pool. So everything that has been there since launch has not been changed, the design has not been changed, and for me some of them looks a bit outdated. And this is in no mean trying to bash the original artists for these badges. His name is Brandon Pirocello, I think. And I'm pretty sure all of the current badges that are present in the game right now are all designed by him. I'm not sure if that includes the event badges and the limited time badges, but I think he did a really good job at designing all of the badges from the original pool. And for those of you who don't know, he has an ArtStation website where he showcases all of his badge design and also the unused one, which is also pretty interesting because I think most of the unused ones are actually better than the ones that are being used in the game right now. So I'm gonna link that in the description if you guys are interested. So let's talk about what I'm going to do in this video. So basically I tried to redesign some of the badges that I think are not necessarily bad visually, but on how well they reflect on the description of the badge itself. So most of the badges are already pretty well designed. Like I said before, Brandon did a really good job at designing all of them, but honestly they could be better. Let's be honest. And all of the badges that I happen to redesign are all, by coincidence, really easy to obtain badges. I don't know if there's a conspiracy behind this, that they made it so that the easy to obtain badge look lesser than the ones that are harder to obtain, but most of them are actually coincidentally like that, with the exception of one badge, which actually also took me a really long time to redesign for absolutely no reason. Because when I tried to redesign that badge, I made sure to not make it too similar to other badges that exist in the game already. So that's maybe why it took me longer for that design than the other badges, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna give you guys all of my thought process behind every redesign so you guys have a clear mind on what I'm doing here. So for the first candidate, I chose to redesign the fully kitted badge, which is one of the easiest badges to obtain in the game. And to obtain it, you simply have two fully kitted weapons, like the name suggests. And to put it even simpler than that, you have all of the attachment on two of any kind of weapon and you get the badge. So the first thing that you'll notice on the original badge is that there's two weapons. The RE45, which is the automatic pistol. The thing that bugs me with the two RE45s is that the weapon is one of the easiest to get fully kitted. It doesn't really require any attachment, and what I wanted to do is to change the weapon that is being represented on the badge. So I chose one of the more popular weapon, which is the R301. The R301 can hold a total of 5 attachment, which is a superb candidate for having attachment of any kind. So that's why I decided to change the RE into the R301, because it can hold more attachment, and I feel like it fits better the flavor of the badge. Typically, I have 1 or 2 ideas on all of my design projects. It can also be 3, but most of the times my first idea is what comes up in my mind first. My second idea is generally also my first idea but refined, and if I have more ideas, it can be also completely different, or also my second idea but also more refined than the first and the second time I refined it. So generally my second idea is already, let's not say perfect, but the final idea that I have on most of my projects. The first idea is what gets me started. So in this case, I had 3 ideas, the first one being absolute dog shit. The second one is much better, but I still didn't feel like it was quite there. And my third and final idea is where the badge shines the brightest. I kind of feel like that Obama meme where he gives himself a medal, you know? I mean, it's always good to appreciate your own work before appreciating other people's work. Give yourself some self-love, you know? Anyway, so my first idea was to put a background full of attachments. Because the original badge didn't have that. I actually noticed that they put up attachment in the background in a circle, like the sight HCOG and the hollow, but that was it. They didn't put like any other things like the barrel, the extended mags, the bolt, or stocks or anything. They only put the HCOGs and the hollow. So I think, why not just put all of the attachment at once in the background? And I thought this was gonna be like a good looking badge, not gonna lie. This was my first idea. So what you're gonna see here is a pile of garbage from my point of view. If you guys like this, then sure, print this somewhere and put it on your wall if you want. Okay, so this was my first idea. It's absolute dog shit. Please don't tell anyone I made this shit, okay? Okay, so my second idea was much better, because I actually tried to inspire from the original badge. So in the original badge, you have like these kind of lines going horizontally through the badge like a filter, but not completely through the middle of the badge where the HCOGs are. So what I did is kind of like the same thing. So first I put my first shitty ass idea in the background, and I put it slightly less opaque, so more transparent, and I made sure the line didn't go through it so you can see clearly the attachment. And I put the R301 vector over the background so you can clearly see that the weapon is separate from the background layer, and it looks pretty nice, right? Also, I remade the R301 vector in Illustrator so it had a better quality when I tried to redesign the badge in Photoshop. I didn't do anything crazy for the R301 vector. I simply redrew over an R301 image that was on the wiki, and there you have it. So now, finishing my second idea, which I don't know exactly how I thought about it at first, but there was this idea that I have to put 2 weapons on the badge somehow, 2 R301s, because it's 2 fully kitted weapon. But the thing is, an R301, the shape of it and the size of it, it's pretty freaking huge for a tiny ass square. So what I thought could be a good idea is to cut both R301s in half and have 2 ends be on the badge and see how it looks. At first glance, it didn't look that bad or anything, but once I zoomed out, I realized that the badge didn't look quite like a badge or anything because of how, like, since the R301 is like cut in half, it looks kind of more confusing than the first and original design. So after that, I decided to do a third and final version of the badge where I try to fully incorporate both of the R301 onto the badge. So no more cropping or cutting R301 in half bullshit. So I just put both of the R301 onto the middle of the badge, and one of them I skewed it and shrinked it a little bit so it seems like a little bit at an angle, and the bottom layer I slightly turned down the brightness so it kind of looks like it has a little bit of depth and it looks a bit 3D-ish. so to speak. So that's about everything that I did for this badge redesign. I hope you guys liked what I did here, because, not to brag or anything, I really like what I did here. It looks like a pretty nice badge, right? Anyways, if you guys liked this video, I'm definitely gonna put out more videos like these, because despite me liking playing video games, I also really like just designing shit. And there's at least 3 more videos upcoming for this same project. And after that, I still don't know if I'm gonna do more, but if I have time, I'll definitely do more. Also, I'm gonna watermark all of these so nobody can steal them. I know I can't sell these because it's not my intellectual properties, but it's pretty degenerate for people on the internet to steal other people's work. They're gonna claim it's like theirs, and they're gonna post it on the internet everywhere and stuff. So yeah, if you're a decent human being, don't fucking do that, please. Thank you. And that's everything I have to say. So yeah, enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.